Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Those that know me and those that don't know me, that will get to know a little bit of me now. This is a different perspective in preaching out the gospel. Okay, so the word of God, that is. First of all, I want to direct my attention especially to the black sisters out there. You see, I come from a black man, okay? And I want you to know, I want you to be aware, first of all, of your history. See, a people that don't know its history are condemned to suffer, are condemned to be controlled, are bound to be manipulated, are subject to be brainwashed, and are definitely subject to live under the spell. Now, not only have the beautiful black people on this planet have been played with, have been manipulated, have been worked, have been brainwashed to the point that you have become the most traumatized. One of the most traumatized people on this planet. In fact, you are even made of mock out of. Let me just explain to you. Even the way they label you. How do they label you? African American. How can you define yourself based upon two continents? Doesn't make any sense. And by the way, this was prophesied on Deuteronomy 28, chapter 28. Okay? So, the reason I feel compelled to do this video and directly to the black ladies out there, to the black family out there, is that it's high time, ladies and gentlemen, it is high time for you to come clean, totally clean of your mind. You must take the blindfold that has been placed upon your eyes. You must come out of the mental slavery where you have been. See, black people right now are in a mental slavery. Okay? They are slave, and so people that are under slave are easily controlled. They are easily manipulated. Their emotions are easily to play with. Let me give you an example. I don't remember the exact date, but a few days ago, some guy started shooting some people, and the cops came and he shot six police officers. What does the black community does in Philadelphia? They attack the police because the perpetrator happens to be black. Are you in the mentality of Black Lives Matter? Don't you see that Black Lives Matter was a psychological gain out of many? It is a psychological gain to enslave you even more and to tighten the blindfold that has been placed over your eyes even tighter. Let us go to Psalm 83. Psalm 83. Psalm 83, ladies and gentlemen. Psalm 83. This is the King James Version Bible. Psalm 83 says the following. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel is a nation. Israel is a nation where the 12 tribes of Jacob, the descendants of the 12 tribes of Jacob. My African American brothers and sisters, whether you want to accept it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, I'm just here out of love to hopefully wake at least one of you up. I have done my job if I wake you up. But let me just tell you this. You belong to the tribe of Judah. Okay? You belong to the tribe of Judah. Accept your conditions in terms of your black skin. Accept it for what it is. And go after your God, the Creator, the only Creator on this planet. My God, the God of the nation of Israel. You belong for the tribe of Judah. You got Reuben, which are the Simeon Indians. You got, Simeon Indians that are in Australia. You got Simeon, which are the Dominicans in the Caribbean. You got Levi, the tribe of Levi, which are the Haitians. You got Judah, which is the African American, the so-called African Americans, and more in the continent of Africa. You got Manasseh, which are the Cubans. You got Naphtali. You got Gad, who are the Native Americans. Asher, who are Colombians and Brazil. You got Issachar, which are the Mexicans. You got Zebulon, which are the Guatemalan to Panama. You got you got Ephraim, which are the Puerto Ricans, and you got Benjamins, who are the Jamaicans. Naphtali, well, they are Argentinian, Chileans. See, God has spread us all over this planet, and it is high time that we come to understand who we are as a nation. But what I read to you on Psalm 83, verse 4, when he says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Let me just tell you this. Who are they? The same day that Michael Jackson said in a song, they don't care about us. Okay? All right. Now, they are the descendants of Esau, the Edomites that control this planet. You belong to the tribe of Judah. Do not try to whiten your skins. Okay? Do not try to whiten your skins. You are living under the curses. And you have been one of the most punished people on this planet. Because even the color of your skin change. I feel so bad for brothers out there that are on the street that call themselves the true Israelites. And they say that the original people on this planet have been have been black people. In fact, I'm going to show you something real quick right here, which is something that I recommend that you read. It said, Babylon, from Babylon to Timbuktu. All right? From Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph Winslow. Now, why am I telling you the title of this video, of this book? So that you can go online or maybe just buy it. So that you understand that yes, indeed. Okay? Yes, indeed. Black people are part of the true Israelites. But you got to accept the reality that the color brown people have always been the original people on this planet. See, let me just tell you this. The whiteness that you see, the white skin, that's just clean leprosy. But it's still, there's still leprosy. It is still leprosy, isn't it? The tone of your skin, black people, I don't consider you black. You are not black. You are just human beings. To me, blackness doesn't exist to me. I'm just talking to you in terms that you can understand me. All right? All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let me just explain something to you. I just told you, people are living under a spell. Black people and Hispanic people are living under a spell. That's why they go and protesting. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives. Come on, people, come out of it. Please don't do that. Please do not punish us. I mean, isn't it enough what's been happening in Chicago? In the south side and west side of Chicago? Where people are just killing each other, where the devil is just like, rifling lives away. You may say, well, where's God in this matter? No. Where is God in our lives? The question shouldn't be, where is God? When little babies are killed in a park, in a shootout, young people are constantly killed, and not just in Chirac. I mean, people got the nerve. This is how sick we are. People take pride in labeling Chicago as Chirac. Chicago is the most segregated city in America. It is the third largest city in the United States. All right? With almost 3 million people, almost. But ladies and gentlemen, it is truly sad to see that black people have been so traumatized with the slavery and everything, with low self-esteem, that they have, instead of understanding, they have tried to look for heroes or for leaders, when the leader is within you. You are a leader. It breaks my heart when I see the statistic out there. 72% of black families are being headed by single mothers. You know how tragic that is? Do you know the effect that has on the black community? 68% on the Hispanic. Hispanic mothers are, I believe it's 58% on the Latin American, on the Hispanic community. 58% of them are single mom. And you may say, well, why is this happening? Because we are God's chosen people. And the people that rule this planet and that control this planet, especially in these last days, where the demons and the devils are hard at work. Okay? Don't we see that? We have sinned. We have been living under the curse. And instead of understanding our history, we have given in to the curses. And we are walking around with the attitude like, I don't care attitude. And fuck this and fuck that. Fuck the police. Even our young men, that's what they do. That's what they say. That's how they express themselves. But in the meantime, what are they doing for themselves? The spiritual element has gone away from the black family and the Hispanic family. Let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you black people, how many of you out there are aware that Mr. Martin Luther King was a Freemason? Oh, you don't know what Freemasonry is? Freemasonry, however you slice it, however you try to paint it, however they make it look to you, they actually worship the devil. The same people that print our money at the Federal Reserve is the same people. In fact, when they call upon Martin Luther King Jr., when they call him up, he was reluctant to do this. Now you may say, well, why did they call brother Martin Luther King in the first place, Ruben? I tell you why. Because there was a civil war was about to break out in the United States back in the early 60s because of all of the injustices that was going around. Because again, being living under the curses. So the people that control this planet again got into a meeting and they decided to bring about a leader, Martin Luther King, to pacify the masses. That's what they do. And then when they didn't no longer need him, they killed him. You see how the system works? All right, you done your job, Mr. Martin Luther King. Psh, gone. You may say, why did God allow that to happen, Ruben? I tell you why. Because he was used and he was a Freemason. In fact, all of religious leaders are Freemason because religion is controlled by the Freemasons. So the purpose of this short video is to bring you to make you understand, okay? To put a stop to all of this nonsense. I mean, you want to see how they play? Remember the Epstein? See how they play the masses? Epstein committed suicide. How can you commit suicide when he was a week before that he was on suicide watch? Or they just happened to take him off. 2, he hung himself and broke some bones over here. 3, the night before his cellmate was moved out of the cell. 3, the guards went to sleep. They fell asleep for 3 hours. 4, there's no videotape. I mean, you name it. Then before that, he got to see a young lady. This man was a pedophile. You understand? And they're trying to say that he killed himself? No. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is living large somewhere in one of his islands. You've been played again. You have been played again. This man never died. I've been saying it, that he wasn't going to make any time. He wasn't going to make any time. Boy, was I right. I just didn't know that we're going to do it this fast. Because this man has a big time list of big people. But again, like Kami, what's his name? Kami? the FBI director that didn't find Hillary Clinton of any crime. Him, Kerry, he's not going to be indicted. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, they all, you know why? Because they all have dirt on each other. You understand? So with Mr. Epstein, because these people are satanic, ladies and gentlemen, wake up. Now, before I go, because the video is about to be cut off, let me just go to Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13. And this is talking about us. Check this out. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. You see? That is exactly. Have you looked at our young people lately? With their sagging pants, with their gangster mentality? What future do we have? Ladies and gentlemen, wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. You understand? Wake up and smell the coffee. I made this video with love and out of love. Because you need to be aware. Those people that don't remember their past are condemned to repeat it. We are in a state of Masada. If you know what the story of Masada, which by the way, were our people. Our people were the one that committed suicide and decided to burn themselves up. Only 2 ladies and 7 kids survived. Masada, that was surrounded by the Roman Empire back in the year 73 after Christ. So, ladies and gentlemen, my black people out there, I'm doing this video out of love in the hope that you wake up and come to terms with your Creator, and then stop being part of all of this created psychological games that they have played upon you. This under spell, like Black Lives Matter, really? Not just Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. But they want you to think and see things from a selfish perspective and to heck with everybody else. Now, we need to get along and stop the bleeding. We're never going to stop the bleeding. The healing must begin now, not just in Chicago, but all over this planet. Before our kings of kings, YAHUSHUA, Christ, comes back to earth. So I just want you to understand the many games that these people play and how they control society, because America is the most naive society in the world. Are you aware of the fact that America is destined to be destroyed? Because America is the second beast that is spoken of in chapter 13, Apocalypse, Revelation chapter 13, starting in verse 11. The first is the Roman Catholic Church. The second is the United States of America. And it will be destroyed. But you know how it is? When people are about to die, they get better. Well, America is getting better economically wise and in a lot of ways because of Trump, but it's only it will implode. It cannot survive with all these sins, all these abortions going on, all these crimes going on. Okay? So you understand? Are you aware of the fact that when we go to Amos, if we go to Amos right now, it is talking about us? Let's go to Amos. Amos, chapter 3. Amos chapter 3. Look what it says. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? So we need to agree. We need to work together. We need to look for our Creator. We have to, with praying, asking God for forgiveness. That's what we need to do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Bible was written for us because we are God's people. And we must accept our circumstances. But instead of waking up, we have given into more evil, into the evil, and we have fallen into the games. And they probably laughed off. Every time a young man killed another young man in Chicago or anywhere in Baltimore, New York, Dade County, in Miami, you name it. They be like, another one bite the dust. That is another sacrifice for their God, the devil. You need to be aware that we are living under an evil matrix which hates not just black people, but all of God's people, which are the Hispanics and and the Indians. Let us wake up. Let us go back to our Maker. Let us go back to our God. Because remember, we used to rule this planet. We used to play with gold. And since we lost it all, now we want it bad so bad that what do? We rob. We want recompense $40 in a mule. Now we will control. We control this whole planet at one time. You want to be part of that new kingdom that is coming back to earth? Okay? Our black people and our Hispanic people have been worked so good. It's going to be hard. That's why a lot of us will die. We are going to Jacob's troubles right now, which the Bible clearly talks about us. May God bless you. And I will pray for you all. Okay? Stop attacking the police. The police was there in Philadelphia and you attacking the police. Do you see that this type of behavior belongs to mentally controlled people? And how are we going to improve if we keep going this way? You want respect? You respect others. Like the Bible said, do not do anything unto others that you wouldn't like to be done unto you. The book that was written to us tells us that. Are you going to follow the book? Or are you going to follow your own hate and cries of racism? Racism doesn't exist. Racism exists among our people, but racism doesn't exist. What exists is that the devil is using this system to destroy us through many means. Abortion, you name it, and we fall for it. In every black community you see liquor store. In Chicago, everywhere is part of the plan to make sure that we destroy ourselves. Drugs is being poured into a neighborhood. Arms, guns are being poured into our neighborhood. There are no gun store in Chicago. Where this gun's coming from? Think about it. This is all for now. May God bless you.